Oops. Right, I've been looking through design amendments for my next build. The new build will be much better because there will be magnets inside and outside my switches. I still feel half dead actually, I'm still half asleep. I don't know what it is today, it's just muggy and yeah. So there's going to be magnets on the inside core in the middle of this section. Right. So basically there'll be magnets mounted inside as well as on the as well as down here as well. So I'll be getting. I've already done some static tests with folding magnets, and it does make a huge improvement, a huge gain there. So anyway, I don't want to save that. So I'm just I made a drawing for my guy who's going to do 3D prints for me. A little sketch. It's a bit crude, but the dimensions are there, and that's all you need really. So that little box thing will actually be holding magnets, and that will go in the centre core there. Well, it says 40mm, which is normally empty in the void space. Well, it's going to be occupied with some more magnets. But I just have to make sure I get my depths right, because I don't want to have magnets overlapping. That's the only issue. So I'm going to be going like 5mm deep on each side. Well, I've just set a 5mm depth. I'm hoping that's not going to collide with the others, but it should be alright because this is a 40mm. This is a 40mm hole, basically. So we'll have 5mm on each side. Right. So there should be 5mm gap on this side. And we should have a 5mm gap on this side, sort of thing. So I'm thinking it'll fit. I'll just have to ask the guy to build it and see where we go. Alan, well, yeah, I am very happy with the test results, although the voltage and the current output is very small. The point is, it's validating my expectations in that when I load the output down, I am not seeing any significant change or load factors on the actual input drive circuit at all, which is what it's supposed to do, because I'm subtracting, remember. The whole point is it subtracts the magnetic field, which normally well, if you look at my magnetic switches, right, let's go to my magnetic switches a minute. I'll explain what I'm talking about. I think I explained this before, but hang on a minute. When we have an actuation coil, field on this side, right? And the magnets are in between, which is north and south. Now, when we actually subtract this south pole down here, it's been pulled off by a north pole, right? We are simply removing an obstacle which is preventing this north here from having influence on the secondary coil, which is over here, right? So we have our coil, our secondary coil over here, right? That is being energized and powered by this north magnet there, right? Well, that north magnet normally is cancelled out by this south magnet here. But when we actuate the actual coil, what we are doing is we are basically allowing this south pole in one half cycle to cancel out this north magnet. And in the other half cycle, this north magnet is actuating the secondary coil. So it's getting messy again. Oh, I know. But yeah, that's where this is what I designed it to do. But so I'm only seeing a very, very tiny output, and I'm seeing an extremely tiny change in the input, which is what I would expect, because there's a certain amount of bleed through. So at this bridge, right, at this bridge point, there's a small amount of bleed through of the actuation energy which is coming through, right? So we're getting a small amount of bleed energy coming through here to the secondary section, right? And that bleed through is the power, is the amount of power change dissipation wise that we're actually seeing on the input. So when I short the output coil over here, when I short the output coil over there, I am seeing, say, 100 microamps. I'm seeing 100 microamps change. That looks like an N, no, sorry, on the input, which is quite good. Yeah, I'm alive. But at the moment, I don't have enough magnetism getting through. Who just locked out? Oh, Hacksaw's gone again. Yeah. Right, so anyway, what I really want right now is, let me just get, oh god, have I just been talking with my, oh damn it, I've just been talking with my flipping screen capture turned off. What was wrong? I'm getting things back to front here. I can't read this, but it's stupid fast, I know. I just explained a lot of stuff and without showing you and you haven't seen the images. Right, actuation coil. Actuation, that's a primary. Secondary coil, right? I don't know where's my prep, because my last video didn't get saved. Well, we have a certain amount of bleed through coming through across this bridge, right, from the actuation point, but most of it is being done, the work is being done by the magnets. So when I subtract this south field over here, by using another north field from the actuation coil there, this north field is able to travel and energize the secondary coil. But when the opposite is true. When we have a south over here, we are basically reinforcing this south, which is cancelling this north. So this north is being absorbed by that south field, and we are subtracting energy from the secondary coil over here. Right, okay, I'm not going to explain all that again. I've just done it twice now. Put my screenshot thing back on while I'm looking at the chat. See, it's gone again. I don't believe it. It's just to, yeah, never mind. I give up saying goodnight to Z because it's always too fast for me. My splash screen actually was designed by a friend of mine while we were doing my movie. When we're doing my movie stuff, right, for Oleg, Adventures of Oleg, I had I was in collaboration with a friend of mine, and I did quite a lot of splash screens. We did a lot of splash screens. You haven't seen all the splash screens I've got, right? I suppose you want to see them now. You want to see all the splash screens? Would you like to see all the splash screens? I got to find the damn things. Just a minute. Should find them. I can't remember which drive I put them on. Right, just a minute. Where the hell have I put them? They're in a folder anyway. When I was doing my movie stuff, I've got a lot of splash screens with my normal. Okay, right, well, just a minute. Oh, it must not be that drive, it must be on the... Oh yeah, here we go, I found it. Oh, you want to see the high resolution stuff, the PNGs, I assume. Open with... Okay. Right, we're going to see how my splash screens put up my movie stuff now. I'll get this full screen and you can see that. Right, that's one of them. Another one. Maybe I should actually put some of those up really. I'm going to value away. Right, there's another one. There's another one. I suppose I better let you read them. I haven't sorted out yet. I'll get around to it. I'll get around to it when I feel like doing it. I really don't like installing Windows, to be honest, but I'll get around to it because I could use that extra memory. Right, that's another one. There's a lot of them, by the way. There's another one. Well, these are mostly there are actually credits to some of the people that were involved with my movie making. the credit things. They were done on a professional filming jig. Right, these are all credit scores for the movie I made. So they're basically splash screens really, but I assume you've seen all of it. Maybe you won't seen all of it. There's some music I used in one of my. There's some music from the sound company. I don't know if you all know the sound company, but yeah, they're in America. And Flight Gear Flight Simulator, because my movies were all made in the Flight Gear Flight Simulator. And there's Olga, spelled O-L-G-E, which is another anagram for Lego. If you rearrange the letters, it spells Lego. And Oleg is also another anagram for Lego, and that's Oleg. So that's, if you put the O at the end of G, it's Lego. That's why it's called Oleg. And you've probably never even bothered watching my movie that I made. Have you actually watched my movie that I made? I don't know if you did or not. And that's another one. And the music I've been listening to is from Justin R. Durban. He actually makes sound music for Star Wars and stuff. The Star Wars, Justin R. Durban actually makes music for the some of the Star Trek stuff actually. I think he's done some Star Wars, but it's mainly the fan-based movie stuff. You know, I've been in touch with Justin R. Durban a few times, but I haven't actually spoken to him for a while. I've got an email from him. Oh, I haven't got my email box open right now. I'll show you the email I got from Justin R. Durban. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's a composer, a musician. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. There, Justin R. Durban, that's his name. Oh, that's the email I got, and that was when I was doing my movies. That was, last time I really emailed him was about 2011, and he wrote back to me. And he wants me to stay in touch, but I haven't been in touch with him for a while. And that's his website, justinrdurban.com. I thought, actually, I'll just open it up. I don't know if that website's still running, because he's got a few websites. It's slow loading, but it's coming. There it is. So if you want to check him out, because he's got some pretty cool music scores. I know the boy with all that, but oh, you have watched the video? Oh, okay. Oh, you mean you haven't? The video? You haven't actually watched my OLED video? It's on YouTube. It's on my main page. Took me about a month or so to make that last episode, but I haven't been back to it since then. So you did watch it, did you? Or didn't you? I'm not sure, because you put ... Yeah, oh you did, right, okay. Well, there's other episodes. There's the rescue. There's actually a playlist. Hang on, there's a playlist with a few episodes on there. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's that one. That's the playlist. You probably haven't watched the first episode. I've got one. You probably haven't seen them. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's quite a few episodes in the playlist. I'll give you a link for that. You might want to check it out when you feel like it. Anyway, that's a playlist. I just haven't got back to it for a while. I just it was after my dad died. I was motivated to do something creative, and I started doing that. There's a bit of a backstory to Oleg though, because he was a toy, a Lego toy. It was in a guy's play chest, and he actually he kind of neglected. He got knocked around, and one day he decided he wanted to model Oleg, which was he called it the ogle. Actually, in flight gear it was referred to as the ogle, the O-G-L-E. And I didn't really like that name. Ogle sounded to be like goggle, and goggles, and I got goggles that you wear on your face. And I just readjusted the name and to get Oleg. I thought it was more appropriate, so I called him Oleg, but in flight gear they call him the ogle. So you can actually go on. On a search engine, search FGFS ogle story. You should be able to find it. It's an interesting little story about the guy created it. Fixed wheel stories. That might be the one, I'm not sure. Yeah, well, because the ogle doesn't, the wheels are fixed at the kind of, that's not the one I've got to think. Maybe I need to put flight gear. I have got a website link for that though. I just can't think of it where it is right now. Maybe I need to take the story bit out. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in the Flight Gear wiki as well. But yeah, I adopted him so and turned him into a little bit of a movie star. Just a minute, where the heck is the just a minute. But it's on I've got a website with a web address on it. It would be easy just to go there. It's down here somewhere. Where is it? It's down somewhere. I think it's on this one. hope I don't put the link. It's down here somewhere. Oh, this stupid flash is giving me trouble again. No, it's not that page. Which page is it? I've forgotten myself. No, it's not that one. Stupid flash. I only recently updated it. Now it's blocking me. No, it's not that one. I think it is on here somewhere. Just a minute. Oh, right. It's on here. Might be on this link, I'm not sure. No, it's not that one. That's the other Brightby website. I've got the whole story on my website and I just can't find it. I'm going to cheat, I'm going to go to my actual website folder on my computer or hard drive and I'll find it there. It's one of these pages. That was for the one. Copy that address, that page, and then I should go to stick it on here. That should open it up. I just don't remember where it was. Oh, that's all. Well, anyway, you can read about it. Oh, how you going up, Chuck? Oh, sleep tight, Chuck. Yeah, that's a little link you can read about it, Alan, if you're interested. It's that's the story basically about Owen. It's funny. Still got more of these to look at. That's Jello. He likes to blow things up. So here's another Lego anagram. Jello as in short for gelatinate or whatever. It's part of my story, but I haven't really got to him very properly in this. Yeah, I kind of got out of it, and he drives a car, he doesn't drive a plane, so he's French. Oh, I think that's it now, I'll film more. And that is what is on our wallpaper on the computer. I didn't check my emails today, what's the point?